Happy Sunday! I am the supplier, and this is my Sunday Bookstack for the week of June 9th, 2013. A couple of things before we get to the stack. First, I ended up going back to school a week earlier than I thought I was going to. Apparently I had the dates wrong in my head. That was unfortunate. Also, Hannah, new shirt. Doctor Who by the words. Unfortunately, it's mostly 11. It does have Don't Blink, but none of my favorite sayings from 10, like wibbly wobbly timey wimey, which I will admit has its own shirt, or oh, you're beautiful. But it's Doctor Who, and it is made of awesome, so there you go, Hannah. Third thing, I am sitting in my chair because I moved my desk out of the corner over there, because I am doing inventory. I created a Access-like database, and I'm putting all of my books in it. I'm somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 now, just finished this shelf, the entire bookcase here behind me. It's an undertaking. Also, part of the reason why I haven't been making videos, because I'm trying to get this done, but I thought I'd come and say hey today. I will tell you this though, I kind of like not having my desk in the corner. I might not put it back in the corner. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I might not put it back in the corner. What am I reading this week? That's actually a really good question. I have no idea what I planned on reading this week. So, I'm working on the book for my adult challenge. We're reading Inferno by Dan Brown with the Bibliophiles, my book club on Goodreads. Okay, so I will plan to read 3 books this week as usual, and if anything else fills in the gaps, then it fills in the gaps, and I'll put a link in the description to the place where you can see all of the books that I read as I update them. So I'm going to read Liar and Spy by Rebecca Stead. She is the author of When You Reach Me. I've heard good things about this. When You Reach Me won a Newbery Medal, and I'm always trying to read more middle grade books. I've got a friend who teaches 4th grade, well, who's about to start teaching 4th grade, who needs recommendations, so I'm trying to bone up on my middle grade books. I am going to read Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, which is a Prynne's Honor book. It is a Stonewall Book Award winner, and it won the Pura Belpré Award. What's really neat about this is when I went to the bookstore to try and find it, couldn't find it, finally had to ask, and it turns out it was in the local authors section because Benjamin Saenz lives in El Paso, which is about an hour past the hour that I have to drive to get to the bookstore. So he's considered a local author, which is cool. Very cool. I'm excited. I heard about this one on text messages. I can't remember which one. I'll have to go look it up, and I'll leave that in the description too. And finally, I am going to read They Called Themselves the KKK. And it's in the subtitle, and I don't know how often we think about them this way, but the subtitle is The Birth of an American Terrorist Group. So that's really interesting. I heard about this one at the Allen Conference 2 years ago, not this past year, but the year before last, in a session on teaching young adult literature to undergrads. And that's cool. I'm always looking for nonfiction, like YA, geared toward nonfiction to add to the syllabus for the class that I teach. Note that I've not yet put together the syllabus for my graduate course, which is unfortunate. I know two titles. We're going to read Unwind, because we read Unwind since the first time I taught this class, and it has to get the best conversation from this book. And we're going to read I Am J, because I think that was one of the best decisions I made last year for the LGBT text that my grad students read, because they were able to see that while the experiences of this transgender character were not their experiences, some of them were actually their experiences, and you can identify with characters who are part of the LGBT community in more than one way, and more than just their sexuality. So that was That was fantastic. And now I need to get on the nonfiction thing because I am not a big nonfiction fan and thus I am doing my students a disservice. So that is what I am reading this week. What are you guys reading? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to do a White Spaces video this week. It's half done. I just have to finish it, so it'll be up on Thursday. I don't know what else I'm going to do this week. I'm trying to find my motivation still. But until I see you again, I will see you in the comments. I'm the Supplier wishing you happy reading. Don't forget to be awesome.